Because I'm obviously restricted in what I can say, all I can tell you is I've done this 20-some years. It's the first game I've ever been thrown out of, pro or college. That's all. That's what I can tell you.
Raise your hand.
I've been thrown out of the game.
Can you talk about just any disappointment that the ref,
No.
you couldn't explain what your thoughts were?
What?
The ref wouldn't come over to talk to you, to hear you out.
That's his prerogative. I coach the game. He has a whistle. If he wants to throw me out of the game, and that's what's in his mind, then he does it. What are you gonna? I've never been thrown out before. I'll tell you this. I wore the brown suit today. I need to know, was Coach Rob ever thrown out of the game? And now the question is, will I ever wear a brown suit again?
No more brown for you?
I don't think so.
I think he was so powerful, he threw some refs out.
But anyway, what about the game?
What'd you like?
We shared the ball, but we just have a lot. I mean, we got out rebounded. Had 7 turnovers in the second half. Had 5 in the first half, which I thought was pretty good. And we got guys that have to get better. Shot the free throws pretty good. We're doing that better. But we're practicing tomorrow. We'll probably go twice on Monday. Practice on Tuesday, play on Wednesday, have a break, come back, and then we start 2 days, 3 days. We just got a long way to go. The great thing about playing Mississippi Valley State, one, they've played all great opponents. They have not played any slouches. They've been in every game that they've played. A lot of them, they were up at halftime. They are an athletic team that comes at you, and they were physical. And so some of our guys didn't play up to snuff, and you know what? They exposed them. Terrence has got to play. I mean, you can't, those numbers were not, it's another kind of, how do you start the game this way? I mean, in a league game or a big game, it's kind of like North Carolina. You can't do that. You've got to, it's important that we have everybody come and play. So, he has some numbers, but they're not real. He didn't. But like I said, we'll watch the tape, go back, and try to get better.
John, what was that 3-point shot before halftime do for you all for the first 5 minutes of the second half?
Well, the first 5 minutes of the second half, what we did is we went right at Terrence, and all of a sudden it was 17, 18-point game. The 3.5 was, wow, great for the fans, put us up 3 more points, but it was, I'm glad he made it, so now he knows he can. We don't need one of those, but.
Go back again.
Cal, in 27 years, I'm assuming you came close to having nights where you left early. Were you surprised when you were asked to leave?
Well, let me say this. I probably, in the last 4 years, you guys will go check this, but I bet you I haven't had 2 or 3 technicals in the last 5 years. Didn't have any last year. I mean, so I was surprised, especially since I didn't say 2 words to those guys today. But you know what? If I stepped out of the box, and that's his prerogative. If I did it, I don't know. I might have. I probably did. But again, I can only control what I do and how I respond to it. If he chose to do it, he could call that. The second one, he did it. We move on. It's first for everything. 2,000 wins. The first time I get thrown out of a game, it's over.
What'd you do, Cal, during that period when you left the court?
Took my coat off, put my feet up, had a little drink of water, said, this ain't so bad.
How did Robick do coaching the team?
I didn't put it on TV until the last 2 minutes. He did fine. He was telling me to run the back door, and then he ran it, and DeAndre got it. I said, he kept after me to run it. DeAndre missed the layup, but he did get it. John's good. John's a good coach.
John, it's a disappointing that Terrence had this kind of start and all again.
Yeah,
is it part of it?
It is, but it's all part of growth. I mean, it's all part of him learning and saying, come out and go through an unbelievably tough warm-up because we're going at you to start the half, and it's not what happened. But these guys are so young. We're learning how to play together. We're learning how to warm up for games. We had 2 good practices. We had a terrific shoot around to get better at that kind of stuff. But we got to carry over stuff into the game. I thought Eloy got a couple tough rebounds. First 2 or 3 tough rebounds that he's gotten this year. He got today. And basically what I'm telling him, if you get the ball jerked out of your hand, I'm taking you out. So either hold on to the ball and bring it in or come out. You're not playing. And so he jerked 2 or 3 balls in today, did some good stuff. But again, we've got a ways to go.
John, is this just a personality thing with Terrence, or is it a question of just maturation? Will you eventually get him where he needs to be?
We better. It's important when you're not playing a whole lot of people. The guys that have to be on the court, you got to give it to you. Same with Darius. Darius has got to start playing better. I mean, he's got to start coming up with balls, and you can't stand there and watch a ball one bounce from you and hope someone else grabs it. I mean, he needs to play. And he's doing some of the things good, but again, I want him to be special. I don't want him to be just out there making free throws or 3 now and then. Go. You be the man. And he's capable of that.
John, could you talk about Duran during that stretch when you guys made your run in the first half?
Yeah, he played well. And, you know, he tailed off toward the second half, but I thought he played well. And he got to the rim, he got layups, he played through some bumps, he makes a 3, he makes his free throws. Playing with more of a motor.
Early on, Darius got to the free throw line quite a bit. That didn't indicate that he was perhaps playing a little harder.
He made the free throws. I was happy about that. But he's still, he's better than he's playing. He is. He's better than he's playing. We just got to bring it out of him, and he's got to get it out of him, and he's got to figure it out, and we just got to get him to. Again, he goes for 14, 5 assists, and I'm saying he's okay. I'm telling you, he's better than he's playing. And he's kind of like stuck on the floor at times instead of just being aggressive and confident enough. Just go after balls. Don't expect someone else to get them. You have the mindset to go get them yourself. And we'll break through. I mean, it's like I said, Terrence got some things. I think Brandon's playing better when you say he's talking more and he's being a leader on the court. He's doing more. Ron's doing his thing. DeAndre played a little bit better today. He's doing his stuff. 5 rebounds today. I'd like to have had a couple more rebounds from him. And this is a hard game because of how they play. And they ratted it up a little bit. They pressed. I thought we did some good stuff versus their press.
John, on your radio show Monday, John Romick said that he thought there might be some confidence issues with Darius and another guy. How does a coach instill confidence beyond what you always say about you got to do it on the court?
Demonstrated performance is the only way. Demonstrated performance, because if it takes me to build you up, the first time I jump on you, I can take it away. It can't be about me. It's demonstrated performance. What I can do is prepare you, make you tougher, do things to do it, get on you. You do it in practice, and then you carry it over into the game, and you're not afraid to play. You have a toughness to you, a mental toughness to you. And, he's not been in this position before, ever. Not at this level. And so now it's on him a little bit, and he's having to deal with it. But I think he's going to be fine. I mean, again, he goes 14 and 5 assists, 5 for 5 from the line, and I'm saying he's better than that. That's how much I believe in him. But it's not what I think or believe. He's got to see it and do it himself.
Cal, Sean mentioned how much better you guys are now compared to earlier in the season. Wishing he had played you earlier because of how well you were playing then versus now. Your thoughts about how well they're playing now compared to earlier in the season?
Well, they're the schedule they just played. I mean, and they're all on the road. Sean's done a terrific job of keeping them together. They post it a little bit, they shoot it a little bit. They're doing a good job, and they're physical. So in their league, they'll win. They could be an NCAA tournament team. They could go win their league because they shoot it. And they got enough athletes, and they got a couple big kids. They go and win their tournament, they're in.
Last question.
Coach, you had said that Poole was going to steal some of Hood's minutes, but we didn't see Poole tonight. Anything happen?
No, I was playing the 6 or 7 we're going to be playing. I'm just playing those guys. And then I think I got tossed with about 7 minutes to go, so whether I would put them in or not, I don't know. But I was going to send out signs from the locker room.
Now, were there NBA games where you tried to get tossed?
No.
You couldn't
No.
do it?
No, never, I only had a few technicals there too. I'm not, look, I'm not mad at anybody. Stuff like this happens. You're up 26 in a game like this and you throw it. But, that's just how it is. Move on. I'm not throwing punches or anything. I just go on.